I am here. Hello, everybody. And welcome back. Isn't it nice to be back? Isn't it nice to be back playing F1 Challenge? Well, I mean, we played it yesterday. But isn't it nice to be back playing F1 Challenge for what F1 Challenge really is? An epic place to hold an F1 career mode. Which has been my, I suppose, playground for the past 8 years. I think I've been playing this game now. 8 years. Wow, 8 years of F1 Challenge. It has been out 20 years now, so I've played F1 Challenge for 40% of its lifetime. And I thought it was really old when I started playing it, but I've been playing it for 40% of its whole lifetime. That's crazy. Anyway, guys, we haven't done this for 2 months. And prior to that, we only did about 3 races 2 months ago. Before that, it was like another 3-month break. So I think we've only done not many races in the last 7 months, I think. Wow, and it's almost next week. This time next week, it'll be exactly a year since we started this career mode. It's pretty cool. You randomly noticed that the first episode in 98 is missing. Yeah, because you talk about the old career mode, Jax. Yeah, because I was going to remake them and I remade the first episode, that's it. That's as far as I got with the remaking. But hello, everybody. I welcome you to this Ferrari strategist that said hello in many different ways. It's raining behind me, so I got the nice sound of rain in the background. Nice, relaxing sounds. Hopefully we're going to have a nice relaxing but successful stream today. I did have those connection issues that prevented streaming, which was very sad, Toffee. It was very sad because it halted my progress with the YouTube thing a lot, you know. And the place I was living at promised super fast Wi-Fi, so I'm not saying I'm going to sue them, but, you know, I lost out a lot because of that. Anyway, guys, we are back. So we've got the old... Oh, I didn't check the... my face might be in the wrong place on some of these because I forgot to check. See what I mean? That's better. Let's just pretend my face is dead center right here. You guys remember this? Look at this. Look at this graphic. Average morale. Because we finished 6th on the last race, which happened 2 months ago. And we've had 91 race starts, 17 victories. That's good. That's good. 23 retirements, though. So, 23 and 17, 40. 51 races have been, well, finishing the race, not in victory. And 40 of those races in my career have either been retirements or wins. Which is pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. What else we got? Oh, I'm almost in the correct position in this one, but there's a black bar at the bottom. Close, but no cigar. Entry list is the same as it was last time, but for those who don't remember, the changes to the real grid are... Heidfeld is in Renault, of course, instead of Trulli. Trulli's with me at Toyota. Frentzen is in Jordan instead of Heidfeld. Those are the only changes to what was in real life, I believe. Do I have a file on my PC with all my racing results? Yes, of course. I have many, many Excel documents with many, many racing results. Am I still left foot accelerating? Yes, I am. Still left foot on the clutch for the throttle. Bruni is... Oh, right, Bruni is supposed to be there. Don't pay attention to Jos Verstappen. Bruni is there, not Verstappen. Okay. So that is incorrect. Number 20 is Gian-Maria Bruni. Got it? Or Bruni, or however you say his name. Return of news of the week. Formula 1 news of the week. Back in the points. Bruni died in a crash. Well, he didn't because he took part in the last race. Bruni, nobody can die in this series. Who have I got in the grid then? Do I have Verstappen? No, I've got Bruni in game. Well, Bruni's alive, apparently. Back in the points. Early has been on the road to recovery after the injury he sustained in Spain this year. The United States Grand Prix was the 2002 World Champion's return to the points as he dragged his Toyota to a 6th place finish. I'm starting to remember what happened to Bruni now. He had a crash in the US Grand Prix, didn't he? I think. I don't remember. Maybe I remember. I don't know. We died at Bahrain. What in the world happened to Bruno? Why can I not remember this? I've got him in the game now, so he's made a miraculous recovery. Because he's in the game. Too late to change it. A long break. It has been a long break between the last race and this one, with almost 2 months being the gap. How will the drivers be affected by this gap in action? The AI won't be affected. I will. I'm slow now. But I've adjusted the AI difficulty accordingly. So everybody's exactly the same as they were before. Can anyone stop them, Michael? This is another lie. Michael Schumacher is in great form and boasts a 15-point lead in the championship. No, he has a 19-point lead in the championship. That's wrong. How will the drivers be... Oh, wait, that's the wrong thing. Can anyone stop him? No. Nobody's catching Michael Schumacher. Of course not. Circuit contracts. There have been talks between Formula 1 and the circuits on the calendar, with changes possibly being made in regard to the host of the United States Grand Prix. Potentially. Probably not, but you never know. Could be a change. It could be going from Indianapolis to Daytona Oval. No, not really. We're going to Portland. No, we're going to where will we go? Skip Barber Motorsports Park. Yeah, we're going to the Skip Barber Motorsports Park. How do I get my version of F1 Challenge 99-02 to work? By just clicking play, I suppose. It just works. F1 in Alabama? Yeah, we can go to Alabama Motor, whatever it's called. Championship standings going into this, for those who don't remember. Michael Schumacher has a 19-point lead over Button up to second place. Kimi Raikkonen is in third. Alonso's now only fourth in the championship. Then it's David Coulthard-Heidfeld early, on the same points as Ralf Schumacher, but I got a win earlier on in the season compared to Schumacher. And on countback, I'm ahead of him, so nice. Anything else to point out here? Jarno Trulli, my teammate, only 11 points, not too great. 16 drivers have scored points. 22 drivers have taken part in the season, but it's only showing the top 20 in that graphic. 8 teams have scored points. Jordan and Minardi haven't, obviously. Ferrari in the lead still. McLaren only 9 points off though, and Renault have kind of had a dip in form the last few races, and BAR are actually really close to Renault now. So BAR doing fantastically well. Toyota and Williams tied for 5th place. Jaguar, so sorry to say guys, I think they're on their way out. Jaguar, I don't think they're getting 5th in the championship this season. They've got 15 points to their name in 7th place. I can't do a press conference because I don't have the graphics for the press conference. Apologies. Oh dear. Right. We're getting to the game. Let's go racing. Let's go to the qualifying. Did I do the upgrades? Did we vote for any upgrades? I don't remember. I had to reinstall the game, so. Yeah, I only have one driver though. Sato is horrendous. Why no press conference? Jeffrey, you know we've only ever done the press conference, I think, 6 times in 91 races. So no press conference today. You can't imagine gaming with earphones. It's the only comfortable choice for me. Headphones hurt my ears. Yeah. Why is Minardi always poop? It's the way of the world. Things just make sense. Minardi being rubbish just makes sense. But it's nice. It's like a... There's a comforting feeling knowing Minardi's at the back of the grid. You know you've always got somebody supporting you from behind. Wait, that sounds a bit weird. Anyway, we're in qualifying. Did you give Jag upgrades? Yeah, we gave Jag upgrades on like the 3rd race of the season. I do have a setup. I'll load this setup and just change the brake ducts and lower the fuel. I noticed in the stream yesterday the audio of the game was a bit too high. So we need to make sure it's not as high today. Dry setting right now. Current conditions dry, projected dry. That's nice. Let's listen to how loud this car is. That should be okay, right? Yeah, cool. Oh, that's a tight squeeze. Jeffrey, that's about 6 races ago, I think. That happened in... When did that happen? Yeah, at the beginning of May, I think. What do we all think of Magny-Cours? The narrator in the game says it's a... Just like Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya, Magny-Cours is a modern venue, or something along those lines. It's alright. I get flashbacks of playing F1 Championship Edition last week on this circuit because we did so many time trial laps at this circuit. Boy. Oh yeah, definitely better than Paul Ricard, I agree. France don't have too many strong racing circuits. Le Mans is good. But outside of that, I don't know. Will that series continue? F1 Championship Edition? I can't because I can't get the game to run properly. Very sad. Is Dion still there? Is that still a circuit? Anyway, first attempt in qualifying. I set a 15.1 in practice, but I know I can go much quicker.
Down at the first sector. Webber is now in pole position.
Webber! Life could be a dream, life could be a dream. Is that the song from Cars? Disney Pixar Cars the movie. The first movie I ever watched in the cinemas, that was. Speaking of cinemas, I still want to go and watch Oppenheimer. Decent little lap here. We're fueled for 2 back-to-back flying laps. We'll go again as well. I hate this final chicane here. Such a mess. 14.8, not bad. I'm expecting the pole to be a mid-13, maybe a low 13. A Paris street track. Don't give them any ideas, Michael.
You're up at the first sector.
But by 0.2 so far on this lap. Can I just send it through the chicane? I can. On my final lap, I will. We usually do that here. Although, is that a bit like metagaming? Because you know the AI can't do that? I don't know. Maybe I'll half send it.
You're up at the second sector.
Grimsby Circuit. A Nice Street Circuit. I like Nice biscuits or nice biscuits. They're quite nice. Oh dear, that was rubbish. Oh dear. Oh, that was a complete mess. That was horrendous. Oh dear. Right, get me back to the pits. that was so... That felt like an old person driving. Nottingham GP street track. Trying to think if we have any good roads to host the circuit. I can't imagine we do. The sender got sent. Cornish Grand Prix. Yeah.
Trulli has just taken pole position.
Yeah, Cornwall gets independence, and the first thing they do is bribe F1 with all the council's money to host the Grand Prix. Cornish Grand Prix.
Michael Schumacher is now in pole position. Schumacher has beaten his own provisional pole time.
Schumacher into the 13s. Trulli's gone ahead of me. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm expecting a mid-13 for pole. Schumacher only done one run so far. And we expect Schumacher to be the one getting pole position as well.
Fernando Alonso has just taken pole position.
Alonso to the front, a 13.8. Trulli's set a 14 flat. Toyota seems to be working well around here. Who's the championship leader? Michael Schumacher by 19 points. Ahead of Button. Then it's Raikkonen and then Alonso. Okay, Schumacher just took pole. A 13.2.
Schumacher is now in pole position.
He's just absolutely blitzed Fernando Alonso by almost 0.6 of a second. We're currently down in 12th. We can obviously go much quicker. 1.5 seconds off. Let's go. Get a lap in. Yeah, the Nottingham Castle section. So much better than the Baku Castle section. Well, I know what the oldest F1 game is. I feel like I do. I think I remember watching a series on it. It's like some game from like 1986. First film I saw in cinemas, yeah, like I said, was Disney Pixar Cars. And then I think it was the Scooby-Doo movie. Or maybe that was the other way around. Blue flags. Why back to the original sounds? Because I had to re-download the game. I lost my game save. And to be fair, this sound is so much better than what we were using, in my opinion. This is the race in real life where Schumacher did that 4-stop, wasn't it? Cheeky 4-stop. I think it's also where Jarno Trulli had his final race for Renault. That final chicane, it's so bumpy. Oh, beautiful line through turn 3.
You're down at the first sector.
Up by 0.2 on my previous best. I'm looking for a top 5 in this qualifying session. I think Toyota works quite well around this circuit. Slightly missed the apex. We're up by almost half a second. This is nice. That's horrible. 14-1, we're up to 4th. Nice. What team in 2004 was my favourite? BAR, I think. Maybe that's because of Jensen Button. When will upgrades be? We've had upgrades.
You're down at the first sector.
This is why we've put a Toyota in 4th place. Car turns so well into that chicane. Not so well into the hairpin, but it's okay. Yeah, I saw Lando broke Max's trophy. That's quite funny. Just saw it on Twitter before I started this stream. Oh, where are we going? Hello, Ben. How you doing, mate? I don't think this is an improvement. No, it's down by almost 0.3. Lost it all in that final few corners. Okay, we're behind my teammate by less than half a tenth of a second, but the Toyotas are looking good. 4th and 5th right now. Very good, actually. We got a final couple of runs. We'll wait until the end of the session for that. Get the best of the track conditions.
Quarter of an hour till the end of the session.
Yeah, Toyota in 2005 was pretty good, yeah. I remember in my original F1 Challenge career mode, in 2005, Toyota were leading the championship at the quarter waypoint. I think Heifeld's just had brake failure. He's down in 11th as well with his teammate in 3rd. Eidfeld in the mud. My favourite race in 05? Indianapolis 05. Yeah, Indianapolis 05 was just one of the races of all time. Very enjoyable. Okay, we're set a 14-1. I think I can get a high 13. I mean, Schumacher is so far ahead of the competition. Let's see what we can do. A podium's a possibility this weekend. It's my favourite team right now. Either McLaren or Williams. Yeah, Dilbo, I remember. We're still nowhere near the 2005 Indianapolis race. And it's almost August. I did miss the April Fool's joke, yeah. That wasn't my fault, though. That was because of the internet. My student accommodation. I'm going to play American Truck Sim on Twitch later today. I just installed it. I thought maybe that could be quite fun. Start my own trucking company. You know, watch MI4. What's that? Mission Impossible. Toyota Yari Trucking. Perfect name. Love it. Right, 2 final flying laps. Let's see what we've got. I do have Euro Truck Sim, yeah, but it frustrates me playing that. Because the UK in it, all the roads are laid out like the roads in Europe rather than the roads in the UK. Which annoys me a bit. So I don't want to play it.
You're down at the first sector.
Oh, Jordan, get out of the way! Pantano. Surely he's got blue flags. Dude! I'm up by 2 tenths. Oh, this guy. It's unbelievable. Blue flags, blue flags. I think American Truck Sim, the map is just nicer because it's just a newer game. They had time to really work on a layout of a map in one of those games. Right, I'm backing off, so we've got a bit of space. Okay, here we go. And we'll send it across the final chicane. I've got a couple of the expansions. I must have paid for a few of them back in the day. I've got a few expansions on ATS. I bought ATS when it came out, so.
You're down at the first sector.
I'm only up by 1/10 this time. As long as I don't get traffic later on in the lap. Jordan is getting closer and closer.
You're up at the second sector.
I've actually hit the apex of that corner. We're up by half a second. This could be front row. Yes! Front row, that's second place. Absolutely sent it across those curbs at the end. I'll take that.
5 minutes left.
Nowhere near Schumacher, but nobody's getting anywhere near Schumacher. 5 minutes left of the session. Simulate to the end.
There's only 3 minutes to go.
Should you keep Liam Lawson for the next season, or should you get someone else? Yeah, keep Lawson. He's good. I don't really care for Daniel Ricciardo being back. It doesn't really bother me. He's back or not. Well, yeah, I mean, sure. All right, I suppose. That's the end of the session, guys. Michael Schumacher, pole position, championship leader. And he's looking to extend that lead here today. James Early, impressively, up in second place. Third place for Button. A couple of tenths down on Early's time. Then it's Barrichello and Alonso. Jarno Trulli does well to make 2 Toyotas in the top 6. But he's a distance behind his team, about 4.5 tenths behind his teammate. Kimi Räikkönen there in 7th. Then it's Montoya, Sato and Ralf Schumacher rounding out the top 10. Heidfeld only 11th in the Renault with his teammate up in 5th. Then we have David Coulthard all the way down in 12th for McLaren. Not good at all. Giancarlo Fisichella and Mark Webber on the 7th row, followed by Massa, Klien, Heinz-Harald Frentzen in the lead Jordan, followed by his teammate Pantano. Then it's the 2 Minardis. Bruni, who's made a miraculous recovery from his injury. And then Jolt Baumgartner in last, 20th and last place. Why do you think that I'll fight for the championship next season? Maybe you just have optimism catch up. That's good. Right, race time. Dry. It's dry. Our return to the F1 Challenge career mode is a dry race. No risk of rain. I do have the wet weather fix from Jose, so just in case it did rain, we'd be fine anyway. You're planning on being a Red Bull engineer next year? Are you really? Are you a... do you need like proper what qualifications have you got for it? I assume you need proper qualifications to be a Red Bull engineer. A return to bad starts. Yeah. Yeah, you're most likely right. Oakley dokley. We'll go radiator intake 4. We're going to go for a 2-stop. 70 lap race. Neil, why have you just retracted 2 messages? What website did I download the game from? From my Discord server. 70 lap race. I'm thinking 2-stop. I'm going to go to lap 20 and then pit, obviously. Need 1 extra lap because we got the reconnaissance lap. And then fill up with 25 laps of fuel and then again with 25 laps of fuel. That's the plan. Yeah. Death in Sector 1 equals restart. Yeah. Yeah, it does. Just simulating so we don't have to wait on the grid for like 5 minutes. Right, okay. Here we go. We need a nice successful race here. Be quite sad if we've been 2 months off and then I come back and I crash on lap 2. And then that's the end of it. Yeah, if I get crashed into in the first lap, I will, and it like results in a retirement, I will restart. But we'll only get one of that. All the gears work. Success. The pits are now officially closed. Sound like James Allen. The pits are closed now. Brake failure incoming. I have had brake failure at this circuit before. My first ever online race on this game in CIR, the league CIR, a few years ago. My first ever race, and I was on course for victory on debut, driving a Minardi in 2001, and then I got brake failure. My teammate got brake failure as well. It could have been a 1-2. Yeah, that was a day. No problem, Saba. Just for you as well, this. We get to say the famous line in a second. That chicane is going to be the death of me. Lining up on the front row of the grid. No car in front of me. Great qualifying session. Here we are on the grid, guys. I'll say the line. I'll say the line, okay? Try to get a good start for once. I try every time to get a good start. Do I use launch control? I could use launch control. Yeah. Maybe I will. Okay. Well. I'm going to pause so I don't actually go across into the start before I finish saying the famous lines. Well, how do I even say it? What do I say? There's only one thing left to do? Well, there's one more thing to do? How do I say the line? Well, there's only one thing left to do. I don't remember the line. What is it? Well, there's only one more thing to do, and that's go... Okay. Well, there's only one more thing to do, and that's go racing. The 2004 French Grand Prix is next. Yeah, buddy, let's go. Hello, Clay.
Hello there. Welcome to France. The weather, as so often is the case here, is just wonderful.
Pirate and maybe get a virus or wait till December to buy F123. I don't think it's worth getting a virus over F123. Don't think it's that great. It's good. It's just not great, you know. See the grid rundown. The Terminator style grid girls are standing in front of the cars.
Performed brilliantly in qualifying to
There I am.
second.
There he is.
Button third.
My helmet's slightly different because I had to make a new one today.
Fourth. Alonso fifth. Trulli couldn't quite match the pace of his teammate. He starts sixth. Raikkonen seventh.
Top 8 get points, remember.
Montoya eighth.
So Trulli in the points, I'm in the points. Could be a good race weekend for Toyota.
Schumacher 10th.
I don't want to jinx it,
Heidfeld 11th.
but it's looking good.
David Coulthard 12th. Fisichella 13th. Weber 14th.
Do I use launch control? I don't know if I should use launch control or not. I'm going to use it.
16th.
I'm scared I'll get wheel spin if I don't.
Harold Frentzen 17th.
Right, launch control.
18th.
Don't fail me now.
19th. 20th.
Podium could be on the cards. Launch control enabled. Okay. Here we go. There are the lights. 3, 4, and 5. The 2004 French Grand Prix is underway. And launch control does not help me at all. It actually makes me really slow. So I've already gone down to 7th place. Note to self, don't use launch control. Down to 7th place, alright, so I've lost 5 positions off the start. Ooh, up the inside of my teammate. Bit of contact with Alonso. Fisichella's crashed. We'll take a replay in a second. I have to take a replay quick because I forgot to extend the replay time. Hot button had no front wing as well. Where are they? Who are we looking for? Fisichella? What's he lost? His rear wing. Oh, he gets crashed into by Frentzen, who just absolutely sent it. I bet Frentzen sent it on about 10 drivers there. I need to release it in time, which I did not. Thanks, Dom. Yeah, I'm old. I don't have the reaction time of a younger man. When you're stuck behind rush hour traffic, you know, you have to take matters into your own hand. So I understand why Frentzen went for it, you know. Well done, Frentzen. Right, back to... That's not me. That's me. Okay, we're ahead of my teammate. We're 6th place. Unpause the game. Need to do some overtaking. Oh my gosh. Why are people crashing? more replays. Who are we looking for now? Where's Massa? So both Saubers out on the opening lap of the race. Oh. Who's that? Christian Klein just went into the back of him. Nice. So both Saubers out on the opening lap. Bit like the Alpines today in real life. There's Alonso sending it on the inside of Montoya. Montoya's had a good start.
Already in the pit. Jaguar already in the pit.
Oh, Montoya straight across the curbs at the final chicane. He's got more bravery than me, that's for sure. More commitment as well. I was really hoping Guan Yu Zhou would get a good result today. I was also hoping somebody other than Verstappen would win, but not always get what you want. I knew Verstappen would absolutely run away with it. But at least qualifying's mostly exciting now. At least Max doesn't get his trophy. I'm sure they'll make him a new one. Do I run any assists? Yeah, we've got stability assist on low, I think, and then traction control on. My issue with this game has always been... Oh my gosh. Alonso up on 2 wheels there. My issue on this game has always been understeer rather than oversteer. I can't commit over those curbs. That final chicane is a tricky one. I prefer the old layout of the final sector. The curbs were slightly better to go across. If they flattened the curbs, that would kind of work. Montoya sending it on Barrichello. Montoya, I think he started down in about 8th place. Now he's into the podium places. Barrichello must be heavy on fuel, because he is holding us all up. We need to get past quick if we want a chance at catching the Williams and the BAR of Montoya and Button, who are 3rd and 2nd right now. No catching Schumacher, I'm sure, but... fastest lap of the race, yeah. Schumacher must be already about 10 seconds up the road. We start lap 4. 6th and 7th for the 2 Toyotas. But Early is really aiming for the podium places today. He qualified up in 2nd after a storming lap in qualifying. Oh, Barrichello's let the door open. Through goes Alonso. Who do I think is the worst driver in F1 history? I don't know enough to give a good answer for that. There's been a lot of bad drivers, especially in the early years. You know, just rich people who pay their way in with not much experience. Alpine, yeah. Alpine is the go-to. Schumacher, not Michael Schumacher. No, it must have been Michael Schumacher. Right, come on, James, let's get past Barrichello. We had to get past him in 1999 when we scored our first ever podium. Final corner of the final lap of the European Grand Prix. We sent it up the inside of the Stewart of Barrichello. We have to do a similar thing here. Yuji Ide was pretty bad. Got a bit close to Barrichello there. Not enough grip around the outside. Noted. I'll keep that in mind. I don't think Alex Young was that bad, was he? Most people criticising can't even fit in the car. Yes. Although, you don't need to be at the same level of somebody to be able to criticise. You know? Otherwise, you'd never be able to actually answer the question. Who's the worst F1 driver? You know? You say somebody, well, they'll do better than you. Yeah, well, yeah, obviously. They're a professional driver. I just watch on TV. Look how close we get under braking. There must be a way through. There's got to be. Oh, tried it. Barrichello was squeezing me to the inside. Had to back out the move. He's really holding me up here. So much more pace in the car. I just can't get close enough into like the key overtaking places. Like here. That corner could be an overtaking spot. And I lose so much time through that final chicane. Right, we need a great turn 3. Because of the final chicane, he's so far ahead going into turn 3. And even though we brake so much later into the hairpin, he just can't get close enough to make the move. I'm thinking into the hairpin of turn 8. If I can get a good run through this chicane here. This could be the chance. Get it slowed down, turned in. Position gained. That's 5th place. Nice. Only took 7 laps. Let's see if we can get after Alonso. Thank you, Saba. Pay drivers in the 90s were way worse. There were some pretty bad pay drivers in the 90s. The 90s were an interesting time in F1, especially the early 90s. Late 80s, early 90s. Just a crazy amount of both drivers and teams. It was like a revolving door as well. Some teams just wouldn't even last the season. Do you think having teams come in and go bankrupt after a couple races is good or bad for F1? I think as a spectator it makes it much more exciting. You know, you just have random teams turn up, give another driver a chance. But of course F1 don't want that now, because maybe it'll harm the value of the brand. Would I wish I was an F1 driver? No. See, as a child I always wanted to be a sportsman, like a professional sports person in whatever sport I was going to do. At one point it was football, at one point it was table tennis I used to play a lot of, or tennis, or a Formula 1 driver. And then I realised, I don't know, it feels like you're wasting your life away. You know, you're always looking to the next race weekend, or if you're a footballer, you're always looking to the next match. You're always just looking forward to it. You never have time to just enjoy life. And although it's great, I'd rather not. Like, I can enjoy a sport without having to commit my life to competing in it. More teams the better, in your opinion? Yeah, I'd agree. A lot of curb there. Alonso goes defensive. It's exactly where I overtook Barrichello. So Alonso might be smart to the move. Where on the screen is my position? Top left is position, top right is lap counter.
Michael Schumacher has just put up the fastest lap of the race. Alonso is running fourth.
Right, we're definitely faster than Alonso as well. We've pulled away from Barrichello, which is nice. Hello Ben, how you doing, mate? You just typed James early in the chat. Yeah, we're so much braver on the brakes into the turn 5 hairpin. Yeah, we can do a full race update on lap 14, yeah. Just trying to put Alonso in positions where he has to defend, just to compromise his line. Maybe we can force him into a mistake, you know? I'm good, thanks, Ben. Just, you know, racing around, as per usual. That's close under braking, very close. Pit strategy is a two-stop, pitting on lap 20 and then lap 45. Nice and straightforward. Who here thinks that Max Verstappen will break Vettel's 9 races in a row record this season? Nice Discord server, by the way. Thank you. Almost 1,000 members. He's given me the space. Just about. Back out that one. I didn't fully send it. Lost a bit of grip now. I think I've just cooked the tyres slightly. Whilst I was trying to fight the car at the apex of turn 8. You think he'll do it? Yeah, it does look extremely likely. I just can't see anything going wrong. Until something does go wrong. Right, we have to, I was going to say recharge the batteries, but we don't have a hybrid power unit, so we're going to recharge the, I don't know, the mental batteries. Build up to that move again. Oh boy. If I can absolutely smash through this chicane here, we might have a chance. Almighty send. Got the car slowed down. Up to 4th place. Hello, Particled. Welcome. Yeah, reliability in modern F1 is... takes a lot away from what F1 used to be, at least. I like the unpredictability of unreliability in the cars. And without that, it feels a bit different. Saved it. Oh, Alonso's got back through, though. That was nice. That was great. Half lap ahead of Alonso. Have to do the move again. What's happened? The Thoughts Bistro, thanks for the sub. He's just not giving me the space now. There's no chance I can go around the outside either. And that's the only place I can really get close to these drivers on the circuit. Into that left-hander. The most forgotten F1 champion. Denny Hulme. I always forget Denny Hulme. Mike Hawthorne is an easy one for me. It's the first British champion, so I'll remember that. And Phil Hill because there's Graham Hill, Damon Hill, Phil Hill. But Hulme, I just always forget. Yeah, PK, three-time world champion, it just doesn't feel like he had the same... I don't know, he just wasn't the same as the other big drivers around that time. Oh, Alan Jones, yeah. He's an easy one to forget. Jody Scheckter as well. Sometimes forget Scheckter. Surtees. That's an easy one to remember for me because he's the only one to win on 2 wheels and 4, you know, world championships. Yeah, Nico Rosberg. Yeah. I hated Rosberg at the time, so I always support, you know, British drivers, British teams. But now I like Rosberg. Oh, that's the run. Right, I need to hold on to this. 4th place.
Michael Schumacher has just put up the fastest lap of the race.
Mansell, I wouldn't forget Mansell. Just because of how dominant the Williams was that year. And how long Mansell was in the sport for. And how old he was. World champion at 38. And because of his moustache. And that advert where he's eating strawberries. It's the most famous F1 person, Lewis Hamilton. In the age of, like, celebrity sports stars, Hamilton's the only one that's really, like, you know, a celebrity. As a child, the only person I knew, before I knew what Formula 1 even was Michael Schumacher.
Michael Schumacher has just put up the fastest lap of the race.
Hello, Andrew. Race is going good. We started 2nd, went down to 7th at the start, made a terrible start, of course. Just climbed up to 4th now. Working on that gap to Montoya ahead.
About 5 seconds ahead. You're running 4th. Well done, you've just set the fastest lap of the race.
Fastest lap of the race? Okay. Nice. I don't even know where Denny Hulme is from. New Zealand, I think? We're lapping cars now. Aintree circuit. I wish that was still a circuit because that would have been very local to me whilst I was at university. It technically still is a circuit, but not, you know, not a major racing venue. Right, blue flags. Button in the pits. Michael Schumacher's... Oh, right, Montoya's pit as well. Michael Schumacher's still out there. So we're up to second. You need more series to go to Donington. I know, man. That's our local. That's both mine and yours, Ben. Keke Rosberg. I think Keke Rosberg is more well known now because of Nico Rosberg, I'd say.
Schumacher, the race leader, is entering the pits now.
For me, I can get to Donington in 18 minutes, I think, when there's no traffic. Oh, dear. Leader into the pits. Are we going to take the lead?
Schumacher is running first.
No.
About 5 seconds ahead.
He's pit and rejoined still ahead of me.
Running second.
Wow, the Michael is so dominant. Richard Burns won 2001 WRC like Keke did. I assume you mean by just winning one WRC event during the whole year. Look at the two Minardis squabbling over a position. They just split. One went left, one went right. And through I went. Schumacher must have got held up by them as well. I think Schumacher, how many world championships does he have in this universe? 3? 4?
Renault already in the pits.
I think Alonso's pitting this lap. There's 3 right now, okay. Right. He's going for his 4th world championship then. I've just double geared.
You're running second.
Did he win 99? Ah. I didn't know he won 99. Was it 2001? Ah, okay. James Early. Yes, Jasper, how you doing? I was going to say, I thought 99 was Coulthard. Oh yeah, we do need to box next lap. Things are good, man. Things are good. I'm enjoying some F1 Challenge. It's been a while since I played this, so it's good to be back. I do find it quite funny how Coulthard's a 3-time world champion in this. He's the reigning world champion as well. Bit weird to think about. Right, we're pitting this next lap. So we made it to lap 21 instead of 20. Good. Are the curbs lethal around here? Through that final chicane? Yeah. Yeah, I took Michael Schumacher out of the championship fight last year. By mistake. I let go of the steering wheel. It's interesting. Parts code. Oh, I thought it was parts code there. Parvisian, hello. I see PAR. Try and fill in the rest. Boxing this lap. The Michael's already had his first stop. I think he's on a 3 stop because he did pit a couple laps earlier.
Pit crew ready.
We're only on a 2 stop, so who knows where we'll be at the end of this race? Who knows?
Already in the pit.
Oh, where's the button? Ah! There we go.
Schumacher is running first. About 5 seconds ahead. You're running second.
Is it raining? It was, now it's not. It's sunny. Right, 25 laps of fuel going in. Tom, I think that's just you, mate. Rejoining right behind Raikkonen. We're in 6th. Just ahead of Barrichello as well. Has Barrichello been into the pits yet? Hello, Bar. How you doing, mate? Is that sarcasm, racing the best circuit, or are you just a big fan of Magny Core? I don't know if these guys have pit yet or not. I can't imagine they have. Oh boy. Oh yeah, it's definitely better than Paul Ricard. I think there's some blue flags in here somewhere. So it's all a bit crazy right now. Oh, Barrichello was sending it. Like the Jack needs to get out of the way now. Oh, Barrichello trying it. I think that's clean. If the crew doesn't let you out, it means you've got the, you know, if you cycle through your LCD screen and it comes up with that, if you have that still on the screen whilst you're in the pits, the crew won't let you leave. You have to cycle off that. I've made that mistake before. Get out of the way, Frentzen. Thank you. Missing the corner, nice. I will do 100% videos doing your channel. I don't really do videos. I used to. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I don't really do them. Nothing goes well on my channel because my channel's... I like to see it as sort of like shadow banned on YouTube. If I ever make a new channel, which I've done multiple times, and I make a video, it does so much better than any video on my channel that I have now. I don't know why. It's like YouTube, because it's a new channel, promotes it more. Like I made Matching Delta, made one video, 15,000 views, which is more than anything I've ever got on this one. It wasn't necessarily a good video. Just YouTube decided to promote it. I don't know.
Renault, already in the pit.
100% races is, for me, the only worthwhile thing when doing racing games, or F1 games at least. You don't get the same experience if you're doing anything other than 100%. Oh, that felt very strange, braking there. I hope I don't have brake failure. It's only lap 24, surely not. Okay, no, we're fine. Scary.
Alonso is running fifth, less than 3 seconds ahead.
Yeah, 13k is the best I've ever had on a video. I've just never been blessed with the YouTube algorithm. Not to the extent other people have. fair enough. Maybe it'll happen one day. Touch the wood. My desk is made out of wood, so. Oh dear. Well, there's the thing. I mean, if you're not willing to put in the effort in case it does flop, because I'm in the same boat sometimes. I'm like, what's the point of me spending however long on something if it gets 100 views? I've done a series in the years ago. I did this series called, what was it called? Your F1. And each episode took something stupid like 35 hours.
Less than 3 seconds ahead.
Hardly any of them got more than 100 views. It's like, what's the point in putting in all that work when nobody's there to appreciate what you do? So it's hard. Hello, Krabby. How did your race go yesterday at Monza? I only focus on F1 really, Johnson. F1's pretty much the only series I really watch. I always watch F1, but yeah, I mean, if I switch on the TV and IndyCar's on, then was it a career mode? Kind of, but not really. It was on Automobilista, and it was like a custom Formula One world where the viewers would vote on. It was almost like FIFA Ultimate Team cards, and viewers could vote on in-form and out-of-form drivers, and be a dynamic world with ever-changing events and all of the fun stuff. But unless you already have the audience there's no point in putting in that much work for a series like that. You know, say if I already had a big viewer base and I made that series, it would be very successful. But if you have no viewer base and you make a series, regardless of how great it is, unless somebody genuinely just comes across it on YouTube, it'll never pick up traction. It could be the best thing in the world. You got second place. Not bad, not bad. I think Raikkonen's on a lower fuel level than me. I think some of these are on 3 stops. I'm on a 2 stop, so yeah, he's pitting this lap. Why don't I do a full race update? Oh, I forgot. I can do one in a second. Right, full race update. YouTube massively pushes new channels. Yeah, it does. I wonder why. I don't know. I think the older your channel is, the more it gets kind of put into a box, and it's really hard to break out of it. Like, the only reason my channel picked up last year was because I streamed every day the same series for 3 months straight without a break, and then it finally like woke up the YouTube algorithm and promoted it for a bit. But then I stopped for a couple of weeks, and then it undoes all the work you do. Very strange. Anyway, Michael Schumacher in the lead. He's got 6 laps of fuel, so he's on a 3-stop. Button in second is also on a 3-stop. Montoya is also on a 3-stop. Raikkonen's into the pits. There's Early, who's on a 2-stop. I mean, I don't think we're going to win, but we could get second. We could get second place here. Alonso behind, he's got lots of fuel. And then it's Barrichello. They're side by side into the final chicane. That's going to end well. Ralf Schumacher, final point scorer at the moment. Then it's Sato and Coulthard. Trulli, my teammate, all the way down in 11th. Has he... What? He was up in 6th earlier on. Anyway. Then it's Heidfeld, Weber, Pantano, Frentzen, Bruni, Klein, Baumgartner, and then the 2 Saubers, Massa and Fisichella. The 2 retirements on the first lap of the race as well. You randomly started getting my custom F1 vids recommended. Then you watched some of them, then watched one of my streams. Nice. Nice. Yeah, it's all about momentum, I think, with YouTube.
Running fourth, less than 3 seconds ahead. You're running fifth.
You got to know what you're doing. I don't know what I'm doing. So, as you can see there. Like in regard to tags and, you know, the SEO, search engine optimization. Like, I don't understand all that. I just like making content. I prefer streaming on YouTube for discoverability because it does get recommended to people. Twitch is better for, feels like a closer community on Twitch. Like, it feels like you're closer to the audience watching. A friend told you about my channel. That's nice. I'll tell you what is cool. I don't have a big channel, of course. I found out that... does anybody want to guess how many channels have more subscribers than me in the world? The results might shock you. Oh no, not in the world. In the UK. Sorry. I know the answer in the UK. How many channels in the UK have more subscribers than James Early?
Running third, about 5 seconds ahead.
I'll tell you the answer in 1 minute.
You're running fourth.
I am on Twitch, yes, Johnson. Just the same name. I think it's James_Early. That's nice, Weeb. That sounds like me. That's very wide. There are 73,000 channels with more subscribers than me in the UK alone. And in the world, it's something like 3.2 million. Toffee, I really don't care that much. It's only a factor because I like doing what I do and I'd love to be able to do it full time without having to sacrifice time to make money and, you know, a different job. So it doesn't have to be a massive audience size. But yeah, it'll be nice if I could do it full time. Because then I could spend more time on the series I actually want to make.
Running third, about 5 seconds
Somebody followed
ahead.
on Twitch. Thank you very much.
You're running fourth.
You upload your old F1 Challenge files to my Discord for others. What files are they, Michael? As long as they're not old F1 Challenge virus files. I'll try not to, Charlie. I can't promise anything. How active am I on Twitch? I stream almost every day. Usually after the YouTube stream. Yeah, as Cheese said yesterday, Bar. Yeah, exactly. Braking too late into those corners. I'm too scared to gear down quickly as well because the rear's going to snap. And I don't want to be sent into a spin because Barrichello is only 2 seconds behind. But Barrichello is pitting, I reckon, in about 6 laps. He's on a 1 stop.
Montoya is running third, about 5 seconds ahead. You're running fourth.
I don't think my Discord will allow you to upload files. I think there's a rule against it. How many monitors do I have? 3. They're quite old now as well. I got them in 2017, so they're 6 years old, all 3 of my monitors. They're not good monitors, they're just like cheap monitors. Like if I could do YouTube full time, there's some very... I'll just say it. Very ambitious projects I'd work on. Oh, you're winning, son. I'm not. 4th place, though. Not too bad. Juan is 1. Juan is 3rd. He's good 6 seconds up the road, though. He must be pitting soon. I think we are targeting a P2 in this race. Nobody's beating Schumacher, unless he faces some issues later on.
Jordan, already in the pits.
Approaching half race distance. Yeah, the top 3 in the race, Schumacher, Button, Montoya, they're all on a 3-stop. I'm on a 2-stop. So I only need to pit one more time. They all need to pit twice more.
Montoya is running third, about 5 seconds ahead.
I think Button might be a pit stop ahead now, though. So maybe we're in a net P3.
Ferrari, already in the pits.
Schumacher into the pits this lap. Depending on how many laps of fuel he puts in the car, we could be faster than Schumacher for the remainder of my stint.
Michael Schumacher is in the pits now.
But we shall see.
Schumacher has just put up the fastest lap of the race. Williams, already
Fastest
in the
lap
pits.
from Schumacher. Still struggling with that final chicane.
Montoya is running third.
Have I got a Notts County career in FIFA? Well, sadly, Michael, the past 4 FIFAs, I think now, I've not had Notts County in them. But before that, yes, every year I'd have a Notts County career mode. I haven't played the past few FIFAs because they're too expensive. What made me interested in F1? I'm guessing it was my dad. My dad was interested in F1, so I suppose I was. Notts County FM save. Not really. Every time I play Football Manager, I never want to manage Notts County. I always either want to start right at the bottom, so it'll be the Vanarama National North or South, or I make my own team. Or I do a journeyman save and just start unemployed and see what happens. That can be fun.
VAR, already in the pits.
So Sato into the pits this lap, or is Button in the pits?
Button is running second, about 3 seconds ahead.
Has Button just been into the pits and he's still ahead of me? So we're up to 3rd because Montoya pit. I wonder how much fuel they've got in up ahead. I'm looking forward to the, not this Football Manager, but the one next year when they're on the new match engine. Football Manager is severely lacking in the match engine department. The management aspect of it is very good. But imagine how much time you could spend just watching a really good match engine. It's like F1 Manager has that issue as well. The race engine is just... looks nice. It's the animations that are horrendous. That take you out of it. Hurts the levels of enjoyment. They've improved it for this year's game, apparently.
Second, less than 3 seconds ahead.
I've applied to see if I can get a copy of the game, you know, but not heard anything back. The I think it's the marketing representative person for Frontier has posted a couple times on Twitter saying, if any creators out there want to get in touch and want hands-on with F1 Manager, let me know. And I've messaged them countless times, but I don't hear anything back, so I'm guessing that's a no. I've no idea, but I'm probably not going to do it tomorrow. Because I've lost a lot of files on rFactor 2. I'll just do it whenever I feel like it. That's your motorsport I'm talking about. Hello, Aristos. Yeah, Ethan, the crash physics on at least last year's F1 Manager was rubbish. They've apparently improved it this year, but who knows by how much. Yeah, Bar, the issue with rFactor 2 was it installs everything twice. I don't know why. Every mod it installs twice. So what I thought I did was delete the original version of the mod and unsubscribe to it from the workshop because I'd still have one version installed. But unsubscribing from the workshop deletes it from the Steam directory. But I already had 2 copies, so it just deleted 2 copies of everything. It was very strange. Because I've got no space on my SSD. So I had to delete things. So I deleted the duplicate copies, which deletes the main copy as well. I don't know why rFactor 2 needs every mod downloaded twice. Very strange. You've finished 3 different championships already. Nice.
Ferrari, already in the pits.
Welcome back, Jasper. You created a 2023 mod on an old retro F1 Manager game. Wait, which game is this? How old is retro? Oh, Bar, I've not lost any of the deliveries. They're all still there. Just all the game files. Fanta strawberry and kiwi taste like grass. I don't think I've had strawberry and kiwi, so I can't comment. I think I have eaten grass before, though, as a child, so... It's just called Formula 1. I think I've seen gameplay of that. Maybe button fuel to the end. Shall we check? I'm going to have just a look. He's got 14 laps of fuel. Schumacher's got 14 laps of fuel. I've got 9 laps of fuel. So we are currently less than 20 seconds off the lead, and we all need to pit one more time. Yeah, if we're catching, we do need to overtake and pull a gap. Definitely. Thank you, Johnson. Thanks for stopping by, mate. Hope to see you again soon. Should have increased difficulty level. For this is realistic. We've set it up nice and realistic for today. But thank you for your concern, Bar. Not like I spend a long time setting it all up. But that's fine. Yeah, this summer where I am in the UK has been the coldest and wettest summer I've ever experienced in my life. There's not been one hot day at all. I remember this time last year, I had my fan on all day long, all the time, just to allow myself to just get a bit of sleep because it was so hot every day. And this year, nothing. It's very strange. I've never seen it like this before. Yeah, there was a couple good weeks, I think back in June. Yeah. June was okay. And since then it's just been a bit strange for summer. I've never seen a summer like it. There most likely will be a heat wave in August, because there's no way you can go through a whole summer without at least some good weather. Like last year here, it reached 41 degrees Celsius. That was the hottest day of the year where I was last year. And I'd never experienced 41 degrees before. And in UK houses, 41 degrees is... well, that's extreme, isn't it? Obviously no aircon. The houses are built to keep in heat. It was very extreme. Not so much for me, because obviously I'm not the healthiest person in the world, but I'm not at risk. But for elderly people and like really young children, that's dangerous. 41 degrees outside. Yeah, it's 41 outside here. Or 40.5, I think. We had a string of days where it was just 38, 37, 38, 36, 40. I'm glad I wasn't in the university accommodation I had this year when it was that hot, because my university accommodation this year, throughout the whole of winter, I never once put the radiator on, never turned the heating on, always had the window open because it was that hot, even though outside it was -5 degrees. It was that hot in the room. Imagine how hot the room would have been if it was 40 outside. I remember the day I moved in last year, and it was so hot inside. In the middle of the night, I woke up, opened the fridge, and just sat next to the fridge for hours. And then I had to go on a walk at 3 AM because it's too hot inside. And there's nothing you can do to cool it down, because the houses are just so insulated to keep in heat. .42 Celsius where you are last week. Oof, that is warm. Yeah, like I said, the hottest I've ever been in is 41 last year. I definitely would be the person to invest in aircon when I get my own place. I'd only ever need it for maybe a couple months a year, but if I had the money spare, I'd get it. I hate hot weather. If I'm awake, it's fine. It's just sleeping. I can't sleep in the heat. Yeah, when I went to Greece in April last year. And of course, the houses there are meant to keep heat out. It was freezing inside every building I went in. Absolutely freezing. I don't have a fan with me right now, so if it does get hot, I'll be in a spot of bother. Now, Schumacher's still pulling away from him. Buttons, well, he's still 2 seconds up the road. I have many fans, yes. Thank you, Saba. It's 37 degrees where you are right now. Very warm. I got used to the hot weather when I went to Italy last month. I mean, it wasn't too hot. It was like 33, 34. but it felt comfortable. And then I went back home and it was 21, and it felt hotter in the 21 degrees in the UK than it did 34 in Italy. Which I don't know what makes it feel that way. It's got to be something to do with like maybe the pressure in the atmosphere. I don't know what causes that sort of sensation. It's 4 degrees where you are, Povlisian. Wait, where are you? Warm wind, yeah, that could be it. I was thinking the humidity as well, Tristan, yeah. Could play a part. It is Geki, yes. Can you believe it? And it's been quite successful so far. We're in third. Trying to chase Button down, but he might have a bit too much speed for me. I'd be very happy with the third place. Oh, you're in Australia? I thought you were in Australia. Of course, it's winter in Australia, isn't it? You know what I've never understood with Magny cores? Down the main straight, every year it was in F1, like they always track extended out to the right hand side of the white lines. Why didn't they just make the track wider to accommodate that space? Wait, when you say WORT9, does that mean tier 9? Oh my gosh. Tier 9. I think I might be doing some F1 23 league racing at some point. I'll be doing some co-op racing on Wednesday on R Factor 2, which I'm very much looking forward to. When I say co-op, it's more like a mix between multiplayer and single player, you know, with AI. So I'm just going to call it co-op. Not F1 Challenge League racing, sorry Clay. I can't. Not with F1 Challenge. Every time I think of F1 Challenge League racing, I just think each time you go into a session, say the race starts at 4 or the session starts at 4. It's not lights out until 4:30. You have to wait like half an hour. Everybody has to go around to the grid, do the reconnaissance lap. Then you have to wait 5 minutes. Then you do the formation lap. And somebody crashes on the formation lap. Speaking of crash. Who's that? Baumgartner. Why is he just... What's happened here? So he goes... I know he's a Minardi driver, but that's no excuse to be that bad. Did he genuinely just drive into the wall? Right, he's got a pit stop requested, I assume. Controller disconnected? I don't know. We'll leave that one up to the press conference for him to answer that question. That is an NPC move. Right, I'm going to pit next lap, not this lap. We'll have 23 laps of racing. Hello, TL. You've missed a fairly straightforward race so far. We always do the recon lap in this game, Michael. We don't do the formation lap, but we do the recon lap, just in case it's wet weather and I need to test out which tyres to go on. Not pitting this lap. pitting this lap. In. No, stay out. Race update, just for you, Andrew. I'll do it right now. Michael Schumacher's in the lead. He has 7 laps of fuel remaining. Jenson Button, 6 laps of fuel in 2nd place. James Early's pitting this lap. Fernando Alonso in 4th place, pitting in 5 laps' time. Then it's Montoya. We have Barrichello, fueled to the end, in 6th place. Jarno Trulli, pitting soon, but it's all over the back of 6th place Barrichello. David Coulthard, the final driver, in the points position. Kimi Raikkonen in 9th, with Heidfeld in the Renault down in 10th place. Takuma Sato 11th, Ralf Schumacher in the 2nd, Williams down in 12th, followed by Webber, Pantano, Frentzen, Klein and Bruni or Brunei or whatever his name is. Baumgartner's out the race. So is Massa and so is Fisichella. There you go. That was just for Andrew. So... yeah, Sauber, they both crashed on the first lap. They got rear-ended. Both of them on the first lap. Bruni, that's it. Every option I said, and I got it wrong still. Ferrari strategist wants me to pit for hards. That's a negative. How often are brake failures? I think in my career mode, which has been 91 races, I think we've had... I want to say I've had 4 or 5. But it's quite common for the AI. I'm putting 23 laps of fuel in. Works. But all of them at Canada. I think we've only had 2 at Canada. Yeah. I did say Bruni. Okay. Welcome back, Charlie. Not in a wall yet. Make sure to give the stream a like, guys. Thanks. Holy smokes! This is a PG channel, so I can't swear. So I did well saying holy smokes. Credit where credit's due, you know. That's a spur of the moment comment as well. Where did he come from? Yeah. How'd you like that, Montoya? Dive bomb of the century. Got him. Is that clock? It is! My goodness me. 100,000 hearts sink. Walrus jump scare, yeah.
Toyota are ready in the pits.
Right, teammates coming into pits this lap. We've got a slow Jordan in the way. Blue flags.
About 5 seconds ahead. You're running 4.
Baumgartner scored points 20 years ago. Montoya's just crashed. Did he just crash into Frentzen? Oh, what a silly, silly move. Yes, he did crash into Frentzen. And he's just gone off the circuit. Nice one, mate. Right, we're 5 seconds behind Alonso, who's pitting this lap. Button's 20 seconds ahead. Did anybody see GP laps stream today? I think he's racing at... what's the circuit name? Is it Pocono? Is that how you say it? Or maybe it wasn't that circuit. I can't remember where he was driving. Why is the AI so strange? Carolines, I've been asking that question for the last 8 years. Still don't know an answer.
Williams are ready in the
Oh dear. Right, I have to check this before we go around the final corner. He's lost his rear wing. Did he get hit by who? Oh dear. Juan's out the race. The only track used in F1 Challenge to not have an AC mod is Monsanto Circuit, used for the 1959 Portuguese Grand Prix. Fun fact. Nice one, Tom. I did not know that. Now I do. Johnson's plans have got cancelled. Are you okay, Johnson? Were they fun plans, or were they, you know, something you didn't want to do anyway?
Less than 3 seconds ahead. You're running fourth.
He was in the top 10 last you looked. Yeah, when I was watching, I think he was 12th. But that was with like 95 laps to go. Is it possible to fix the AI? This is as good as the AI gets on this game. I won't say there's much wrong with it. It doesn't... It's not the best AI. It makes for some interesting moments. But that's just all part of the charm of F1 Challenge. That was a slight corner cut by me. So Button's got to pit soon. I reckon next lap. He's 21.5 seconds up the road. Michael Schumacher's won this, hasn't he? There's no chance we're catching Schumacher, but Button, when he pits, that could be our target. Less than 20 laps to go now. The race has flown by. Have I finished all the upgrades? On the car? For this season, probably, yeah. Was this the last F1 PC game until 2010? Yeah, maybe it was. Yeah. Because, of course, the Studio Liverpool games were Sony exclusive, so PlayStation 2 and then PlayStation 3. Oh, yeah. That probably helped F1 Challenger's popularity then, didn't it? A blessing in disguise, maybe. Because it was the newest form of Formula 1 racing, at least licensed Formula 1 racing, for more than half a decade. It's crazy to me that there was no official F1 game for 2007 and 2008, considering some of the... Maybe this was the reason there wasn't any game for 07 and 08. Because they were handing the license out to anybody who wanted it back in the 90s. I mean, some of the games in the 90s weren't the greatest. You know, F1 licensed games. And maybe F1 wanted to be more careful with the licensing. Or maybe nobody wanted to pay for the licensing for 07, 08. R-Factor 1 would be so much better if they had wet weather built in and not the modded wet weather. This is a shame because R-Factor 1 is just the further development of F1 Challenge. But F1 Challenge had, I'd say, great wet weather. Like, especially for the time. I don't see why R-Factor went back on that and didn't integrate wet weather into their game. Another what if, because I'd definitely be playing through a career on R-Factor 1 if they had that wet weather, because they have the mods. They have the mods of almost every season, almost every track. The graphics are a bit better than this game. They just don't have wet weather, and you can't really drive through an F1 career without ever having a wet race. It just feels a bit unnatural. Have I completed my pit strategy? Yes, we have. Button has also been into the pits. He's 5 seconds up the road. We'll monitor that gap over the next few laps. Yeah, I thought it was it must have been a licensing issue to stop driver transfers back in the day. Whilst all the other, sports simulation games were doing transfers, player transfers like FIFA, they've always had it. But F1's a bit different.
Button is running second, about 5 seconds ahead. You're running third.
Because I'm guessing each team owns the driver likeness or has a contract to manage the driver likeness. I remember when Codemasters did add the driver transfers, but they didn't announce it because it's not something they were legally allowed to announce. Just players discovered it in the game, and then it was just a feature that's stuck ever since. You have an answer for 0708. Go on. Let's hear it. Yeah. Yeah, FOM was definitely very strict. I think it took them a while to sort of catch up with modern media. In terms of entertainment, as in like video games, because we all know the video game market is countless times larger than film, music, whatever. I think Formula One were a bit slow to that realisation. Because with television, they were always on top of it. I mean, F1 Digital was well ahead of its time. And that's why it kind of flopped, because, digital TV was not the norm back in the early 2000s. And neither was HD TV, so... Increased cost led to them not renewing the license. Yeah. It's always money, isn't it? But like I said, Formula One weren't wise to the idea of how video games could really expand the brand and reach new eyes. Because especially as a child, I'm speaking from personal experience, watching Formula One did nothing for me as a child, but playing the Formula One games got me interested. And if there's no Formula One game, you're missing out on a big demographic, especially the younger children. Oh yeah, driver transfers was a great feature. It's hard playing through an older F1 game now knowing there's no driver transfers. If everything's just stagnant and the same every season. I've always toyed with an idea of making like the ultimate F1 or driver career mode. The only one I could see it working on is R Factor 2, because although they don't have much mods in terms of older seasons in Formula 1, they have lots of the modern mods. So you could start in, whatever's just above karts, like a Formula Ford-esque type of series, or a regional Formula 4 series, and then working up to a regional Formula 3, and then maybe FIA Formula 3, up to Formula 2, into Formula 1. You can do that. And I've come pretty close to starting that series before, but I've never really decided on one route, mainly because I always wanted to start in Formula 4, a regional Formula 4, but the car was there, but I'd have to make the liveries myself, which always put me off, because I'm not good at recreating real liveries. But it could be a cool idea. Where are we going? Project Cars, yeah. If everything was was licensed, right, on Project Cars, like all the series was licensed, and the handling was just a bit better, Project Cars would be hands down the best career mode. I mean, it already is kind of up there. We are still catching Button, slowly but surely. Oh, Project Cars 3, what the hell were they thinking? Everything good about Project Cars 1 and 2 just thrown out the window. What audience were they trying to reach with that game? Driver bios in F1 2010. I think so, yeah. A lot of the older F1 games had driver biographies. We're in the age now that licenses stick with the same developer for a very long time. Will we ever see it change hands? Do you think Codemasters and EA will have the rights for many, many years to come? At some point, it's got to change. At some point, Formula One has to take, you know, a downwards turn in terms of audience and viewing figures and all that. That might affect the appeal of a racing game. Right, we're still pushing. Button's less than 4 seconds ahead. I don't think there's any other dev out there with a track record in racing games that could convince F1 to give them the rights to making the games. Because really, Codemasters, I mean, people have problems with the Codemasters F1 games, but they're still good games. They are good games. They're not doing anything crazy in terms of making new strides in the racing game genre. But they make good games. They make good AI. They've got good weather. They've got a solid career mode. It's not just about buying the rights, bar, because somebody could offer so much money to buy the rights, but if Formula One know they're not going to make a product that can bring in and increase, you know, the value of F1 as a business, they're not going to sell it to them. Ah, see, I don't like the MotoGP games. I don't think they're very good at all. Is it Milestone Studios, I think, is the name. I don't think they make good games. But I think you need to go to business school.
About 3 seconds ahead. You're running third.
Motorsport games, oh yeah. Sell the license to motorsport games. Good idea. Excellent idea. That's the best comment I've seen all day. What about me? Oh, I can't make it. I can't make a game. No, thank you. Less than 10 laps to go now. Gap's almost under 3 seconds to Button. Studio 397, nah. Well, they're owned by Motorsport Games, aren't they? And they've made R Factor 2 a worse game than it was 8 years ago. Somehow. Because ISI turned into Image Space Incorporated. Oh, ISI turned into Studio 397, didn't it? And Studio 397 got bought out by Motorsport Games. I think that's correct. Quite a few years ago now. Papyrus, yeah. Well, Papyrus is just iRacing. iRacing make excellent content, but I don't think they'd be able to make a good Formula 1 game. Because they're experts more in the multiplayer sense. I think a Formula 1 game, for it to be very successful, has to have a great career mode. The one big innovation that could be made for, let's say, a Formula 1 game is to have a truly dynamic racing world where not just you can't do it because of licenses, but in an ideal world you could, where everything is dynamically happening around you. It's not just about the player. You know, teams will come and go, and maybe with AI advancements this could be possible, where, you know, new teams could come in and there'll be a full news section where you can see about new sponsorships, and the liveries change each year, and the shape of the car changes with the upgrades and driver transfers and change of the calendar. It'll all be done dynamically through some sort of AI software, and you just live in the world. That would be the pinnacle of an F1 game with a career mode. But we're a long way off that. It's something that could be done manually, say through a YouTube series, but it's not something that could be done automatically yet. Yeah, well, it could be done with an unlicensed game. It's just... It's not the same if it's unlicensed, in my opinion. There's no connection to it. If it's, you know, Formula A with Scuderia Red F1 team instead of Ferrari, it's not the same. Is Kunos the one who makes Assetto Corsa? We all are we lapping Ralph Schumacher? Wow. There's our target right in front, Jensen Button. And I think we've got 6 laps to go after this one. And he's got traffic. His teammate is in his way. Takuma Sato about to get lapped by his teammate. Blue flag, says Button over the team radio. Get Takuma out the way. He's screaming. Can you win it, son? No, Michael's like 30 seconds up the road. I don't know why Sato's this bad today. Bro! You're a lapped back marker. Get out of the way. That's true, Bar. I'm just thinking, you know, if you're making a game, you know what your audience is. You're targeting a Formula 1 fan base, and you're making an unlicensed game. Sure, there's modding, but from the onset of the game coming out, there's not going to be the mods created. Somebody has to go and make them. Trying to sell a game that's an unlicensed version of Formula 1, regardless of if there's going to be a day one mod created to make the drivers, it's just not going to be anywhere near as effective as having a game that's already licensed.
Button is running second. It's right in front of you. You're running third.
AC2 is cancelled. No, it isn't? Question mark? Yes, I would certainly appreciate it if you guys did hit the like button. If we hit 1,000 likes, then we'll give Michael Schumacher the championship and move on to 2005. Scott's dream for the F1 games is to have classic seasons because he'll wet his pants. Nice. Nice one, Scott.
Button is running second.
4 laps to go.
In front of you. You're running third.
Aston Martin, Mercedes and Red Bull are under investigation for the budget cap. Oh boy. I mean, Red Bull, I could have seen that coming. And Aston Martin. But Mercedes? Yeah, that's true, Geki. I don't know how the licenses work because you go onto the F1 website and you get F1 TV, you can have a look at classic races. So obviously they have the ability to display old cars and teams on a screen. So what's to say they might not be able to, or might be able to, supply licenses to a game developer for the older seasons? Am I watching IndyCar later? No. No, I'm not. I hadn't planned on it. Three laps to go. Time for a bit of concentration, I think. Let's push a bit more. We're well clear of Alonso in 4th. Let's see if we can get this 2nd place and consolidate where we started this race. The car feels fantastic. This car handles really well. Maybe that's because I'm used to the Toyota of... Not, what is it? The Jordan that we used yesterday. In 99. Of course, this car's much faster. TL, which one is Adelaide? I'm thinking after this chicane. Oh, wow. Up the inside. Brilliant. Well, that didn't work, did it? So it's going to be third place for me. I tried it. Just need to get to the end now. Oh, dear. Yeah, I saw that one coming. I did see that one coming. Almost the perfect return to the career mode. Almost. Not quite. Right, final lap. Nobody's Alonso's not catching. He's 17 seconds behind. It's the first spin I made as well. I was just pinned to the inside. Tyres are a bit worn. Fully sent it as well. But I'll still be happy with a third place. Podium on the return. Nice. I think that'll be our second best result of the season as well. Maybe our second ever podium in Toyota. Schumacher wins easily. He's so far ahead. He's going to extend his championship lead to 21 points. Button is going to pull away in the race for second place in the championship. But early. Going to score 6 points here. Just a couple more corners to go. Rounding the final corner for the final time to claim a very respectable P3. It wasn't second, it was third. That's okay, guys. I'm still happy with that one. Bloody hell. That Ralph. Yeah, you can unlap yourself now, mate. Race is finished. I'm still happy with that, guys. Make sure to give the stream a like. Thanks. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Thanks. We'll be back tomorrow. I think tomorrow I'm playing F1 2010. The next episode of the Kibitzer Road to Glory. So that'll be interesting. And then the second part of our 20th anniversary F1 Challenge celebration on Tuesday. Wednesday will be my first episode of the R Factor 2 1998 F1 season co-op. Mr. Josh Kassar will be joining me for that one. Then I can't remember what's on Thursday. I think this is on Thursday, F1 Challenge Korea. But yeah, very, very good. Let's see race results.
Fantastic French Grand Prix. Let's take a look at the
Only 5
results.
drivers finished on the lead lap.
Schumacher first.
Schumacher winning though.
Jenson Button second.
His teammate Barrichello a whole minute behind.
Toyota driver
Wow.
third. Alonso fourth.
Yeah, Geki, it's gonna be
Barrichello fifth.
it's gonna be interesting. It just depends on how
Sixth.
rubber bandy the AI are for F1 2010 tomorrow. I'm pretty sure we've got Monaco as well. I think it's Monaco. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, there we go. Button second, early third. Alonso missing out on a podium at Renault's home Grand Prix. It's Barrichello, Raikkonen, Trulli and Coulthard completing the point scorers. 4 drivers DNFing. No mechanical failures, interestingly enough. But 4 retirements. Montoya, Baumgartner, Massa and Fisichella, the 2 Saubers retiring on the first and second lap of the race, apparently. That was good. Michael Schumacher surely got the fastest lap. 14.4. Have a look if anybody beat that. No. Or did I? No. Michael Schumacher fastest lap. 1:14.420. 4:20. Set on lap 33. Lovely. That's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Like I said, make sure to give the stream a like. Subscribe if you're not already. And I'll see you tomorrow for some more racing. Goodbye.